Hey, I'm Wesley Emblidge. I write, direct, and do a bunch of other stuff for Redford Pictures.
And I'm Jack Twilling, and I play Phil Tilden.
Who is this guy right here, who is reflected on all the mirrors right here. So this was kind of a cool episode. We kind of did this spontaneously. Jack and I were both in Tahoe for ski week, and so we just thought, why not? Let's shoot this, let's do it. And we shot it in one day, right?
Yeah, I think you wrote the episode just overnight.
Just kind of. Well, I only wrote like the first few scenes. Most of this was improv, and it was pretty good improv for you being a relatively
inexperienced
actor.
Yeah.
Okay-ish. But so the scenes you're seeing right now, the one before in the hallway and this one right here, and a deleted scene in the hotel room. These were all shot at my hotel, the one I was staying at. That was even my locker, and my skis are actually in there at the moment, I think.
Yeah, I think we left them in
although
there.
I don't know whose skis those are back there. That's weird. I wonder if someone was. Okay, never mind. Let's forget that. This was in. If you were to look behind me right now, you'd see like the mountains. Sun keeps getting in your eyes, Jack.
Yeah, it's like the actual. This was the actual village at Squaw.
Yeah, village at Squaw. Hotel. The hotel would be like really far to the right from here. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the Chris and Tim.
Oh, yes. The snowboarders are douchebags.
Mm-hmm. And skiers are fags.
Yep.
I happen to be a skier, and he happens to be a snowboarder. We did like 3 different takes of this in like 3 different places.
Yeah.
We, like, talk about.
I mean, this run was just, we saw it like, okay, this would be a good starter run.
A good, easy run. I think this is like the first one I did when I came to Squaw. You can see, if you, well, wait for your head to turn. Okay,
There's
you can see my reflection. I'm videotaping him right now. We were on the chairlifts, and I mean the chairlifts were like freezing, right?
Oh yeah.
And I had like we wanted to make sure I didn't drop the camera, so I like tied it down in like 3 different places to myself to make sure it wouldn't fall off. But we had to stop recording soon enough so I could detach it from myself.
Yeah.
Just like poles when you're on a chairlift.
This one was just, I mean, it was really slow, really annoying going up.
And a lot of the time when we weren't filming, we would see little kids and we'd oh, I hope they fall. I hope they fall.
Yeah, that was
kind of
awesome.
mean, but I think we actually saw. Did we see one kid fall? Like
we saw one kid totally.
Yeah, he like
flipped
flipped
it. Yeah.
And right here, I skied down ahead of Jack, and then I said to Jack, "Just fall a ton, okay? Just fall a ton. I'm gonna film you from below."
And I mean, I am an experienced snowboarder. This was all fake, aside from 1 or 2 falls.
Yeah,
that were real.
We will point those out. We shot those separately. I just said, Jack, stay there! And I skied down. And then you can see my shadow a little bit. Decided to keep that in. Just makes it feel a little more real. Also, if I cropped it out, it would look kind of weird. But yeah. Fish flop.
Yep.
Jack has a lot of what we call fish flops, where he just kind of like waves around and flops.
Yep.
On the ground. It's entertaining.
The noodle.
The noodle. The noodle.
The noodle.
I prefer fish flop. Fish flop.
Fish flop.
Fish flop.
Well, here we got Gold Coast.
Gold Coast. Very popular run. Gets really crowded. We were lucky it wasn't crowded at the time. As crowded as it could be. Right here, Jack says that this is a green square run. And that was not scripted. He actually messed up and said that. Good job.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Oh, and down here we'd say, Frozen Lake.
It's kind of hard to tell. But you can tell there's no skiing tracks or skiers there, or snowboarders or snowboard tracks.
Oh, and then right about here, Wesley told me I should make a comment about them having TVs on the chairlifts, which I actually thought was a good idea. I realized he was joking.
Oh, this I was so freaked out about. I thought, oh God, what if oh cameo. And I was thinking, oh God, I better not run it. I'm going to run into something. And I was so freaked out that I would. And I did not. I succeeded.
Good work.
I know, I'm proud of it. I was also worried I was going to run into a tree, because there's a ton of trees here. Or maybe one of the poles for the ski lift. That's why we tried to stay away from the ski lift. But I was really... This is a real fall.
Yeah. Right about here, I fell right on a patch of ice and hit my knee. And it took me a few seconds to get up from that one.
I wasn't exactly sure if he was really in pain or not, but I knew from the previous takes he hadn't acted this much in pain.
Yeah, that was real.
I was thinking, wow, he's a good actor. Oh, wait, he's in pain. That's fish flop, almost fell.
Right there.
Yeah,
almost hit a girl.
Oh, no, he's going to hit me. Oh, okay, turned. Poor girl. And did you improvise the snowball thing?
That I just like, oh, look at this. I think I'll throw it.
I don't want to throw it. It was a good touch. Nice touch. Liked it. I think, is this where you... Oh, yeah, that's where you yelled,
this took forever.
This took forever because, well, it took a long time because Jack had to buy the candy bar. And it was like, how much was it? It was like...
It's like $2 for...
$2. And seriously, that's really expensive for a tiny Snickers bar. And then Jack kept laughing every single time he tried to... Because he had to act mad. He kept laughing every time we did the take. We had like 8 minutes of footage of just him laughing during that take.
Oh, and here I thought we were going to do Gold Coast again, but we ended up doing the mountain run, and I actually got stuck. That was also real.
Yeah. And there's my shadow again. Sort of a cameo, in a sense. Brief appearance by me. And then here, fast motion, because I realized it would have been boring if we just watched the whole thing, but if I cut it, it would look kind of weird. So we did fast motion, fun little effect. Those are Jack's real pants, by the way. Very flamboyant, bright orange. I made sure to adjust the color to make sure they really stood out.
Yeah, everything I'm wearing is all my actual gear.
Yep.
It's my actual snowboard.
Believe it or not, we did not buy it to make them look weird. That helmet is real.
I think they're pretty cool pants.
That beginner sign, I was just like, we were skiing, and I said, okay, stop at the beginning sign! And he was like, what? Stop at the beginning sign! Oh, okay. This was improvised too. I also yelled this to him. Say, oh, I could use one of those. Then I'll look at the little kid. Helmet cam, not real. I filmed up with the camera and then added effects. But I filmed it from a place where he might be. This was tough to do because I was far away, zoomed in a lot, and like every time you move the tiniest bit when you're zoomed in that far, the camera shakes a ton. That's why I zoomed out a little more.
Falling got kind of tiring after a while. Just like down, again, down.
I really expected you to fall there, and I was worried you would hit me because you were so close to me, but you didn't fall.
That was...
staged.
Yep.
And looked staged. But we had to include it just because...
it could have been better.
We just had to include it.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Unmarked obstacles. This was improvised. I just filmed that as we walked by. I skied by, and then I said, okay, try almost hit a tree. And he said, what? Almost hit a tree. What? Like, just hit a tree. And yeah, and we actually had helmet cam footage for that, which is included in the credits. But I cut the helmet cam footage. It just didn't work as well. But and helmet cam footage I filmed. This was filmed like at the same time as the scene you saw earlier. But for some reason, when we filmed this part, like really right after, there were less people.
Yeah, it seemed to get a lot less.
I adjusted the color, obviously, in the scene later. And this filmed same time as the earlier locker room scene. And Jack made a little mistake here while filming.
Yeah. Went to the wrong locker. And got really upset when I couldn't get the combination right.
Spent like, I don't know, most of this scene is him trying to open it.
Yeah.
It's the one to his right. No, it tries again. Yeah, he eventually slaps the locker.
Yeah, eventually.
Walks off. And we just decided to use it because it made him seem more angry, work better. And then credits, which were pretty short because really, it was just the two of us working on it. If you earlier, there was the helmet cam footage that went with the tree, and this was one of my favorite falls. I just couldn't really find a good spot for it, so
that was a bit of a on purpose as well.